All right, so this story came out last night, y'all, and it's a late addition to the show here, but we had to throw it in. Man beheads federal employee father and calls for revolution against Biden regime and army of illegal immigrants. His rhetoric echoed that of right-wing extremists and the MAGA movement. So this is the guy right here. I'm not going to play the video for you because not only would the video be nuked, potentially the entire channel would be nuked if I reposted the video. But he literally posted a video and showed his dad's head, which he took off of his body. In a gruesome incident in Middleton Township, Pennsylvania, a 32-year-old man named Justin Mon decapitated his 68-year-old father, Michael Mon, however you say it, a federal government employee of more than 20 years. Following the horrifying act, Justin recorded a 14-minute video, which he later posted on YouTube, where he displayed his father's severed head. The video included a disturbing rant in which Justin blamed the federal government for various issues, including woke mobs and the perceived destruction of the United States by migrants. Mon, a self-described commander of what he called Mon's militia, declared a revolution against the Biden regime and the army of illegal immigrants. He urged a call to action for American patriots to join him. This sort of rhetoric has become normalized in right-wing spaces and echoes talking points one would find on a typical broadcast by Fox News or at a Trump rally. Similar language is often used by Republican members of Congress. Showing his father's severed head to the camera, Justin said, "This is the head of Mike Mon, a federal employee of over 20 years, and my father. He is now in hell for eternity as a traitor to his country." Despite the graphic content, the video remained on YouTube for 6 hours before being taken down. In the clip, Mon not only showcased the bloodied head in a plastic bag, but also declared a $1 million bounty for anyone capable of killing high-ranking officials, such as FBI Director Christopher Wray, Attorney General Merrick Garland, and former Attorney General Bill Barr. Authorities responded to the incident after being called to the Mon residence just after 7 p.m. on Monday. They discovered a headless body in the bathroom. Justin Mon was subsequently arrested around 9 p.m. on Tuesday, approximately 2 hours away from his home in Fort Indiana Gap, Pennsylvania. Records show that Mon previously sued the Department of Education multiple times for allowing him to take out student loans without being guaranteed gainful employment. He attributed his inability to secure a full-time job to employers' perception of him as an overeducated white male, which led to affirmative action against him while providing no benefits. His lawsuits were unsuccessful. Mon also wrote and sold multiple books dating back to 2016, with titles including Americans Coming Bloody Revolution, The Kingdom of Darkness, The Revolution Leader's Survival Guide, How Schools, Workplaces, and Social Norms Kill the Genius Inside of All of Us, and others. So this guy was quite a busybody. He was quite a busybody. And he was up to his eyeballs in paranoid, far-right talking points and content. And he was a creator of said content. Here's my main question to you guys. How many more like this are out there? How many more like this are out there? There was, I believe this is now either the second or third instance of a far-right extremist beheading somebody. Last time it was a Proud Boy beheading somebody. How many more are out there? That's a serious question. How many more are out there? I don't know the answer to that. How many more are out there who are borderline? So they have all these beliefs, and they're hanging on by a single shred to sanity. I don't know the answer to that. By the way, every single outlet should refer to this as terrorism, because that's what this is. Violence directed against civilians for a political or religious reason, in this case, political. I have no doubt that he got here from years and years of brainwashing and also some sort of deeply seated, untreated mental illness. I'm sure it's a mix of those things. But we live in a country with a lot of mental illness and a lot of political extremism. And we know the cultish nature of the far right and the sycophants to Trump. And I don't know, man. It feels like this is not going to be the end, right? And I've told you guys this before, but we saw what happened on January 6th. There's all these cases over that. They're trying to take down Trump over that. right? But he's running for president again. He's leading on the Republican side. He's almost certainly going to be the nominee, and he's leading Biden in the general election. If he wins, we get another 4 years of Trump disaster. If he loses, he's just going to say he won, and we're going to be right back to square one, like with January 6th. Lord only knows what he's going to try this time, right? And if you have, all it takes is one of these people, right? All it takes is one to cause chaos and mayhem and have dead bodies. And in this instance, he beheaded his own father. I'm going to reiterate, how many more people are there out there like this? And how the hell do we get back from the brink? I genuinely don't have an answer to that. I genuinely don't have an answer. I mean, I try my damnedest to sort of de-radicalize and provide sound argument for people to sort of wake up and get out of the extremism. But, you know, you can only be so successful with that. How the hell do we get out of this? I don't know. Look, I maybe this is wrong. You know, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't really remember any sort of pro-Bob Dole extremists beheading somebody. You know? Pro-George H.W. Bush extremists beheading somebody. Shit, even pro-George W. Bush extremists beheading somebody, and that's, George W. Bush was incredibly extreme. Started illegal wars, torture, etc. We're really at the point now where it's a level above and beyond when it comes to the Trump supporters. It really is. And it is something to really ponder, because I don't have the answers, but I know that we're about to see a lot more of the problem. And we all know for sure, if the roles were reversed and it was some extremist Biden supporter who beheaded their father, this would be the biggest story in the country. But it's almost like you half expect it with the Trump people. And what the hell does that say? It's a real wake-up call. We're on the brink of political violence, if not already there in this country. We have the border standoff where it's like Border Patrol versus Texas National Guard, and Texas is putting their middle finger up to the Supreme Court decision, and we got all these points of conflict. Never mind Israel and Gaza and all the foreign policy mayhem. It's like everything is coming apart at the seams. And I don't know, man. I expect more stuff like this. Maybe not this gruesome and this extreme, but political violence feels like it's already here. And I hope it doesn't get worse, and I hope we can go back from the brink. But based on what we've seen so far, it really doesn't look like it. Call it what it is. Terrorism. This is MAGA terrorism. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right, guys. That's the show. I love you all very much. Everybody do me a big favor. Please subscribe to the channel. Please click that bell icon so you get a notification every single time a video drops. You can click that like button if you're so inclined. And that's all I got for you. Thank you to everybody who supports this show on Patreon. If you'd like to support, the link's below. $2 a month, $5 a month. Goes a very, very long way. Thank you for everybody who tips on YouTube with the thanks button. I truly appreciate that as well. For those of you who do that, you can support Crystal Kyle and Friends as well on Substack. That link's below too. And that's all I got for you guys. Everybody have a great rest of your day, and I will be back tomorrow to enlighten all of y'all yet again. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.